Okay.
Okay.
Give
Okay. Okay. All right. So we are going to start. Okay. Right. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay, so before we start with the Pali sentence, we have to go through the Pali Make Easy first, because I think you already see some of the things I sent to you all. So don't get so scared with the Pali grammar, because for any languages, there's always some grammar. So go for, okay. All right, so it's lesson 9. Here I'm not following the sequence like lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, and continue, because when it's needed, especially when the grammar is shown in the Pali sentences, so I will point out the right grammar. Okay, today there is something about tua. All right, so you can see the lesson 9. Okay, now I'll read from the beginning. Negation. To explain negation, the particle na is placed before a verb. For example, na gachati. Gachati goes. So na is not go. It means that he does not go, or she does not go, or it does not go. It's a third person present tense. All right, questions. A question begins with api, api no kim. Kim may be placed even at the end of sentence. For example, api gachasi, api no gachasi, kim gachasi, gachasi kim. Anyway, when you see the kim, it's kind of like question here. All right, so it's not important here. So today I want to talk about gerund. Okay, gerund with the tua or it tua. When you put the I put in the bracket, it means that is a this one. It means that when you show in a sentence, you can show it as a tua, or sometimes it can be it tua. Okay, so that's this one with the bracket means it's optional. All right. A gerund in Pali expresses such statements as having gone, after going. So having gone after going means that it's something that happened earlier. Means that having gone somewhere or after going somewhere means that this action or going happened first. For example, we look at a sentence. So is he. Tatra. Tatra means there, this there, all right. Gantua. Gantua means having gone or after going. So having gone, after going, tatra is there, all right. Ida is here. Agachati comes back. So gachati is goes. So when you put the a, remember I did explain to you the negative, the prefix a has a sense of negative. If you look at the one of the lesson there with the prefixes a. So something goes, opposite of goes means comes. So comes back here, all right. So he, tatra there, gantua, having gone, ida, here, agachati, comes back here. So that's one way we can write the English. But if you write the English, he having gone there, comes back here. This is the literal translation. And another one, he, after going, also tatra means after going, there, comes here. So means that this action of going happened first, and agachati come back. Agachati comes. Going there happen first and comes happen later. Or smooth it will be here. He goes there and comes later. So this sentence should be the best way. So you can write like this. This means that from this sentence you know that going there happen first and comes back. So gatwa shows something that happened first. So remember this. All right. So we look at another things. So what's the difference between this sentence and this sentence? The difference is here is present tense agachati, and agachati is a past tense here. So same. He saw tatra gantva, having gone there, ida. Here, agachi. So he came here. So if you translate in this way, having gone there, so tatra gantva, having gone, tatra, there, he saw, ida, here, agachi, came. Or you translate another way, he went there, when is a gantva, came is agachi, ida is here. So this means that the final verb here, we call it the final verb here. All right, this is the final verb. Final verb, since this is a past tense, so when you translate, you have to translate this as a past tense as well, because the final verb, it shows the whole sentence, whether it's present tense and past tense. Okay, so here in this case it's past tense, so everything you should do in past tense. He went there and came here, right? So this one example. So we look at another example there. This is same sentence. So tatra gantva ida agachisati. So the difference is now this is a future tense, right? This is future tense. This is a past tense, and this is a present tense. Okay. So here, this is a future tense, and because it's a future tense, he will come here. All right. Or in a way, if you translate everything, you follow the main word. Main word is a agachisati is the last one. So he will go there and return. Okay, he will go there. So tatra gantva, he will go there, return agachisati. So means he will come back. Or here you can just write the same way if you like as above. He will come back. All right, he will come back here. Come back here. Okay. So I think this is not so difficult. So the keyword is gerund. It has few sense. First sense is gerund is it shows that something that happened first. Okay, happened first. This one way. So another way is not mentioned here. It might show something that happened at the same time. Okay, happened at the same time. This is another grammar. Happen at the same time. Same time. Okay. But in this example, it's only show here something that happened first. So he go there, happen first, and come back here, happen later. So here is show here. All right. So up to here, any question? Because if not, I will go back to I will go to the Pali now. Any question about this? Gerund, this tua or itua? Okay. Okay, can you all follow me? Okay, so I will go to Pali. Okay, I'll go to my Pali. All right. So we will see the tua later in this sentence. Okay. All right. So you will see the tua here. This is mentioned on this tua. So I will explain the tua according to this sentence later. Now, right. So we're going to read the sentence together. Okay. So everybody, you can turn on your microphone. So we're going to read this sentence together. So everybody, please follow me. Okay, 308. Ekapuggalo bhikkhave.
Ekapuggalo bhikkhave.
Loke.
Loke.
Uppajjamāno uppajjati.
uppajjamāno
uppajjamāno
uppajjati
uppajjati
bahujanāhitāya
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 bahujanāsukhāya
bahujanāsukhāya
bahuno janassa anatthāya
bahuno
janassa
anatthāya
anatthāya
ahitāya dukkhāya
ahitāya
asaddhammā
dukkhāya
dukkhāya
devamanussānaṃ
devamanussānaṃ
Katamo Ekapuggalo
Katamo Ekapuggalo
Micchādiṭṭhiko hoti
Micchādiṭṭhiko hoti
viparītadassano
viparītadassano
so
so
bahujanāṃ
bahujanāṃ
saddhammā
saddhammā
vuṭṭhāpetvā
vuṭṭhāpetvā
asaddhamme
asaddhamme
patiṭṭhāpeti
Ayaṃ ko bhikkhave
Ayaṃ
bhikkhave
Ekapuggalo
Ekapuggalo
loke uppajjamāno uppajjati
loke uppajjamāno uppajjati
bahujanāhitāya
bahujanāhitāya
bahujanāsukhāya
bahujanāsukhāya
bahuno janassa anatthāya
bahuno janassa anatthāya
ahitāya dukkhāya devamanussānaṃ
ahitāya devamanussāna.
Okay, now we are going to read a little bit faster, okay? Ekapuggalo bhikkhave
Ekapuggalo
bhikkhave
loke uppajjamāno uppajjati
loke uppajjamāno uppajjati
bahujanāhitāya bahujanāsukhāya
bahujanāhitāya bahujanāsukhāya
bahuno janassa anatthāya
bahuno janassa anatthāya
ahitāya dukkhāya devamanussānaṃ
ahitāya devamanussānaṃ
Katamo Ekapuggalo
Katamo Ekapuggalo
Micchādiṭṭhiko hoti viparītadassano
Micchādiṭṭhiko viparītadassano
so bahujanāṃ saddhammā vuṭṭhāpetvā saddamme patiṭṭhāpeti
saddhammā vuṭṭhāpetvā saddhamme patiṭṭhāpeti
Ayaṃ ko bhikkhave
Ayaṃ bhikkhave
Ekapuggalo loke uppajjamāno uppajjati
loke uppajjamāno uppajjati
bahujanāhitāya bahujanāsukhāya
bahujanāhitāya bahujanāsukhāya
bahuno janassa anatthāya ahitāya dukkhāya devamanussānti
bahuno janassa anatthāya ahitāya devamanussāna.
Okay, so this sentence is I think this sentence some might be quite unfamiliar. There are still some are similar, some are not similar. Okay, anyway, it's a new sentence pattern. Okay, I'll read again. Okay, 308. Ekapuggalo bhikkhave loke uppajjamāno uppajjati bahujanāhitāya bahujanāsukhāya bahuno janassa anatthāya ahitāya dukkhāya devamanussānaṃ Katamo Ekapuggalo, Micchādiṭṭhiko hoti viparītadassano. So bahujanaṃ asaddhammā vuṭṭhāpetvā asaddhamme patiṭṭhāpeti. Ayaṃ bhikkhave Ekapuggalo, loke uppajjamāno uppajjati. Bahujanāhitāya, bahujanāsukhāya, bahuno janassa, anatthāya, ahitāya, dukkhāya, devamanussānaṃ. Okay. Okay, so we read the English together. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, all right. Bhikkhus, there is one person who arises in the world. Read together, okay? Bhikkhus, there is one person who arises in the world for the harm of many people, for the unhappiness of many people, for the ruin, harm, and suffering of many people, of devas and human beings. Who is that one person? He is one who holds wrong view and has an incorrect perspective. He draws many people away from the good dhamma and establishes them in the bad dhamma. This is one who arises in the world for the harm of many people, for the unhappiness of many people, for the ruin, harm, and suffering of many people, of devas and human beings. All right. So it's talking about the person is the one who holds the wrong view. So just a short discussion on who is the person who hold the wrong view. What do you think? There can be many people, right? Those believe in other religion, believe in the like the eternal God, or those who are having the idea of soul, those having the wrong view. But here is the keyword is that it draws many people away from the good dhamma and establish them in a bad dhamma. So this person is kind of like doing a strong action or being leader in doing the bad things, you know. So if he's just a normal person, he will not create so much harm. But he might be the person, a leader that did lots of harm. And then because he said draws many people from the good dhamma, means that he brings people on the wrong path. Okay, especially on the bad dhamma. On the bad dhamma means is normally we say adhamma here. Okay, adhamma normally is not just talking about. Adhamma is one thing that is a kind of like dhamma. Saddhammā normally talk about the true teaching of the Buddha. All right, so adhamma will be opposite of teaching of the Buddha. It can be a fake teaching of the Buddha also, not the real one. Like sometimes nowadays you got the true Buddha or fake Buddha. So saddhamma is true teaching, real teaching of Buddha. So asaddhamme means that it's a fake teaching of the Buddha. All right, so we can take it in this way. Okay, now today I want to beside the twa, you will see this twa. We already discussed this twa, so maybe we focus on this. All right, twa. Okay, I think you can turn off your mic first because to reduce the sound. Okay, now you see this twa. Just now we already say this is this one. So like we say, it can be the itwa or twa, but here is only this twa. Okay. Now, when you look at this sentence, so we just focus on this sentence. This is a very simple sentence, and because we learned the gerund just now, so we focus on this. So is he, right? Bahujanaṃ means many people. Right. So let's read together with the English. All right. Okay. All right. So I will just copy because we just want to focus on this sentence first. All right. So the translation is here. So I'll just put next to the translation. Okay. So we just focus on this sentence. All right. So he, bahujanaṃ. All right, many people. Bahu is a bahu means like you can see this bahu few times already. Like bahulika, he cultivates, means many. Jana, J-A-N-A is a people. Means actually jana can be human or beings or whatever. Jana is people. Right. He draws away. So it's to read, this is the word vuṭṭhāpetvā. All right. Good is a sak. Actually, this sak coming from the word okay, I will just okay. Sak coming from the word santa. Okay. This is coming from the word santa. Santa is a dhamma, so it's a good dhamma. So then you have the word asaddhammā. So from the word na, santa and dhamma. So santa, you just take the word sa on it, sa. You just take the word sa on it. So this one you don't use it. Okay. So it's a here translated as a bad dhamma. But we can look at the dictionary to find out more meaning of this bad dhamma, you know, because saddhammā, you know, so asa. So sometimes it has the other meaning like sexual intercourse or whatever. All right, evil condition. So another meaning of you can check the word asanta. Non-existing or wicked. All right. So you can see there are many meanings here. In Burmese, they say the word is not real. So bad dhamma or unreal. Sometimes they use the word not existing. So here sometimes they use the word like just sound wicked. So there are many meanings. Okay. So if we take it, saddhammā is like true teaching of the Buddha. So asaddhammā will be the opposite. Maybe you can put it like fake teaching of the Dhamma. All right. Or established in the bad things or bad behavior. So because the word Dhamma, so one thing about this translation is if you check the word Dhamma, you know, Dhamma has so many meanings. Right, so you can see if you check the Buddhist dictionary, Dhamma has many meanings like constitution, norm, law, doctrine, justice, righteousness, quality thing, object of the mind. And then you have a object, so doctrine, nature, truth, norm, morality, good conduct. So there are many meanings for the Dhamma. Okay, so because of this many meaning of Dhamma, so we have to look at the circumstances here, situation here. So if we say he draws people away from good Dhamma and establishing a bad Dhamma, means that in a bad teaching or fake teaching or other teaching, bad teaching or bad condition or bad behavior. So I just put on the bad teaching, right? Or maybe bad behavior or something like that. Anyway, there are many ways we can translate, all right? So we just focus on this word, vuṭṭhāpetvā. So we already say this twa, okay, with the twa. So it has two suffix here. It either be twa or itwa. So when you see this twa, it means that something like we say just now, it can be something that Okay, happen together. Happen first. One action means that one action happen first. Okay, one action happens first. So another action happens later. Like just now, he goes there and he come back. Or twa in this kind image we can happen together. All right. So we look at this sentence one. So for example, you can see he draws many people from the away from the good dharma and establish them in the bad dharma or bad teaching or bad things. Okay. So here, so this means that these are two actions here, right? So he draws people away. I will highlight the verb. The verb. Okay, the verb is very important here. Okay. And then you can see the verb here is this one. Another one is these two only. So there's only two verbs. And so we need to look at the relationship between these two. Okay. So he used the word and. Two action. He draws people away. The vuṭṭhāpetvā, there's a gerund here. This is a gerund here. And then the establishment in the bad teaching. All right, so we go by word. So is he. Bahujanāṃ. Bahujanāṃ is a adjective here, accusative, you know, accusative singular. Saddhammā. All right. Now, if you look at the English translation, saddhammā is translated as a from the dhamma, from a good dhamma. So you can look at this from. From is the ablative here, but you don't see the normal ablative. For example, normal ablative will be the asma, the amma, but you see the ablative because there's a long a here. So this long a represent is the ablative form. So dhamma is a masculine. So this ablative singular. All right. So you have the gerund vuṭṭhāpetvā, and then the establishing people on a good dhamma, a bad dhamma. So asaddhamme. So you can see the English is a in, all right, in. So here you find this is a locative singular, and dhamma is a masculine. All right. So why locative singular? So if you check the table, the differential table, you find the a like buddhe, locative singular. All right. So establishes patiṭṭhāpeti. So this you represent tense, third person singular. All right. Okay. I think now all the words are clear already. So the main thing is this twa. So twa is say as he used the word and. Okay, and. So twa here is want to show that this twa is something that happened together. All right, because these two actions happen together. He draws people away, happens, and establish them. So this is another way. All right. So you can see for this sentence, okay, this sentence is this one, something that happened together. So that's why he used the word draw away and establish using the word and. Okay. So the grammar that happens here happens together is this twa. So gerund has two meaning. One happens together, like for example, like we just now we learned already. He goes there. For example, like just now we said, when you check the Pali Meiji, you have this sentence. Okay, he goes there and comes back here. Okay, all right. So yeah, so this is the one that yeah. So okay, so we can type the sentence. So So tatva dan
Tantua.
tua. Okay.
Ida agachati.
Aga.
Agachati.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we put a long A here because so okay. Yes, Brother Ong. Okay. So so this is something that happens first, all right? So you have to just remember for the tua, there can be two possibilities. So like for example, he goes there and he comes back here. So this talking about tua here is represented, he goes there. It must, this action going there must happen first. And he comes back here, happen later. All right. So this definitely understand. He have to go there and happen first and come back here, happen later. But this sentence is things that happen together, okay? Because because when he draw them away from the good dhamma and establish them on the bad dhamma. So you can take it as there are two ways you can translate this sentence, okay? For I can take it like this one happens together. Means that these two actions happen together, or I can make it like okay, wait. So this means that one action, okay, how is sequence?
Sequential.
Okay, sequential action, okay. Okay, so you can translate, it means that after drawing many people away from the good dhamma, he established them in a bad dhamma, or maybe bad teaching or whatever. Okay, all right. Okay, so any question about this tua here? I think the example is I hope it's clear for you all. Any questions? Any questions? Or everybody try to digest?
Follow-up question. Because the next question is, how do we know which one to use?
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So it's also depend on translator. You know, for example, when people are translating the Pali to English, that's why it depends on their understanding on the Pali and also the Dhamma. All right. For example, you can, if you are going to translate the in a first way, the sequential action, it also logic, you know, because we must draw them. He must draw them from the good Dhamma, and means that he pulled them from the good side and he put them on the bad side. Okay, this according sequential action, or it can be happen together also. He draws them and establish them. All right. So I think it's up to the translator. I think these two is possible. These two sentences are possible. You know, they have the it's logic also. You know. So which one do you choose if you are a translator? You know.
Okay.
Anybody?
So which means we have to look at the contextual, or actually the
Yes,
whole thing
yes,
before
yes,
we
yes.
make the decision. Okay, thanks.
Right. That's why translator is always a that's why because I've been doing translation for myself, and for my PhD I actually translating one of the very ancient texts happened about, I think, how many years? My Pali text is a commentary. It's not been translated by anybody. So it's I think how many years? It's about 1,000 old text. And as a translator, it's very problematic when we kind of face this kind of situation, because there are many ways to translate. You see, even the word dhamma, how are you going to translate the dhamma? Are you going to translate the behavior, teaching, or just the dhamma as a dhamma? You know, so sometimes just have to read the text again. And the best way is always check the translation of other translator. For example, those well-known translator like Bhikkhu Bodhi. So if you want to translate something, you find the Pali sentence and you do a search, and if you find this sentence already in certain sutta, and you find the sutta has been translated by certain translator, so you check their translation, you know. So it's double safe. You beside your own translation, you check people's translation. Maybe you find their translation will be better than you, or maybe you prefer your own translation. Anyway, you can see there are many ways, even in one simple sentence like this, there are many ways of translation. All right. So actually there is no to say right or wrong. So maybe for this way, this time you translate in this way. So after many years, when you come back to your own translation, so you find you are not happy, so you will translate another way. So this way, the text here is translated by Bhikkhu Bodhi. So he choose this translation. This is by Bhikkhu Bodhi. So I'll just put this. Okay, so Bhikkhu Bodhi, he translated this way. Bhikkhu Bodhi, you all know, is a very, very famous translator. Okay, so he choose this sentence, establishing in a bad dhamma. All right, but when we read the word bad dhamma, what's the meaning of bad dhamma? So everybody know it's good dhamma. What is bad dhamma here? Okay, so it's also here. Okay, all right. So we try. Okay. So it's just sequential. Maybe second first. Yeah. Okay. So it means it's how you got it? Simultaneous. Simultaneous. Okay, so we finished with this sentence already. So we go back to earlier one. Okay, now today we're going to learn a new one. Okay, present particular, uppajjamāno. Okay, this sentence is quite long. Ekapuggalo bhikkhave loke uppajjamāno uppajjati. All right, so we go words by word first. All right. This is a long sentence, but I think it's not so difficult to follow. Ekeka. Ekeka is one. Puggalo is person. Bhikkhave, bhikkhus, is a vocative case here, right? Now, one person, but one person is explained furthermore, all right? Who arises in a world. In a world is very easy to understand. Loke. Loka is a word. Loke is a locative singular. All right. Okay, I go words by word first. Uppajjamāno, uppajjati. He just, for these two words, he translates using one word, arises. Okay. Then bahujana ahitāya. All right. Bahujana, you come across this word before. Bahu means bahujana, many people. Harm, ahita is harm. Okay. Ya is a dative here, 4. All right, 4. So you see this, how many ya you have? So bahujana ahitāya, this is so dative. Bahujana, same, many people. Sukha is happiness, so asukha is a unhappiness. So ya is a 4, dative. So I think some of you microphone is on. Please turn off your microphone. Okay. Right. Okay, so for the unhappiness, asaddhammā, bahujana, many people. All right. Then followed by 4. You can see this dative again. All right. Dative. For the ruin, anatthāya, harm, Ahitāya is a baby. Suffering, dukkha, suffering, right? Then deva is a
God.
devas, all right? Manusa, all right? So suffering of many people, so many people, it is bahuno janassa, all right? Here, bahujana is repeated here, bahujana repeated here first time, and this also second time, all right? But okay, so now this words by word. So now what we do is, I'm going to analyze the Pali according to the declension, because we already mentioned the declension in a previous way, all right? So I'm going to do like this. So I think it's good for you all to learn in details. I think some of you, the microphone is still on, so please turn off, because I hear a lot of background sound, right? Okay, now. So now, the whole thing is here. So when you look at this, you can take it, what we do when we learn any Pali thing, you know. So the first thing we need to learn is look for the word. So this is the first word that we find. Okay, so far it seems to be the only one. Okay, now who is the subject? All right, subject will be, how you know it's a subject? Because of the O sound, like udo. So after you find the verb, that's the first step you do. Second thing, you find the subject. And the subject is quite obvious here, because it happened at this is the first word in a sentence. Another one reason is you look at the O, like udo. Okay, so you can see this is a nominative singular. And what is Puggala? I would think it's masculine, but let me confirm. So we go for Puggala. Yeah, it's a masculine here. Individual or person, all right? So if you want to write, you can write like this. It's a masculine, nominative singular. So Ekapuggalo is a subject here. So grammar, this is also a subject here. So bhikkhave is always vocative plural, right? All monks. Okay. Loke. Now, the loke, if you look at the English, it's very obvious. English is in a word. Okay, in a word. Loke. So, and you check the declension is also locative singular, like ude, right? But lokha, the word, what is the gender, right? To confirm, you just type. So when you type this one, you don't type the word okay, you type the word here, and then you find, okay? You find it's lokha. Lokha is the word, it's a masculine here. Okay. So, masculine. Right. So this is a happen as a place. So it's a place here. Now the action is uppajjamāno, uppajjati. Okay. Now this is a suffix for present participle. So we're going to look at this. All right. So if you're going to check dictionary, you can copy this word, and then you can check. Very simple. Uppajjamāno. All right. So when you check the dictionary, you'll find it's all right. It's linked with the word uppajjati. So the main word is a uppajjati. So how are you going to find this word? So today I told you to look at the page 60. All right. So we go for the Pali Made Easy, page 60. All right. So page 60. All right. Pali Made Easy. lesson 22, page 60. So go to this one. Okay, present particle, all right. Active present particles are formed by adding anti mana. So this is the one that we are going to analyze, mana, to the verbal base. The suffix ana is added sometimes. Right? So for example, gacchati, base is gacha. This means that when you have the gacchati, you drop the verbal termination ti, so it becomes gacha. Vadati, you drop, become wada. Dadati, you drop the ti, become dada or dada. Hinati, vice, drop it hina, desati, become dese. So when you put you can put the three suffix anti or mana. So there are three suffixes here: anti, mana, or ana. All right. So gachan, gachamana, gachana. All right. So just remember the present particle. There are three: anti, the suffix anti, mana, or ana. All right. So another one is a says. So says means wadan, wadamana, wadana. So gives dadati. So dadati means here when present particle becomes giving. All right, giving will be dandan, dadamana, dadana. Buys here will be buying. So kinan, kinamana, kinana. The city expound become expounding. So desen, deseyamana, deseyana. So there are some examples giving down there. All right. So we just look at this. Go back to just now. You got this uppajjamāno. So you have this mano. The suffix mana, mano, mana. All right. So this is the suffix here. So we're going to analyze it. So it comes from the word uppajjati. So this means that when what you do is always break the words. For example, uppajjati, you find the word uppajja, then you plus the I'll copy from here. So you plus the mana. So uppajja plus mana, you get it becomes the uppajjamāno. Alright. So here uppajjati is arises. There are few meanings of uppajjati. So uppajjati is one of the very, very common words you see in Bali. So you just really have to remember this word. It's very common. It's something to do with the rebirth, comes out, arise, produce, born, reborn, come to existence. All right. Come to existence, come out, arise. So there are many, many meanings here. So please remember this word is very, very important, and it's one of the very, very common words in Bali. Okay. So sometimes we use the word arises. Yeah. Arises, originate, produce, reborn, appear, appearance. Okay. So here is arises. So here is arising. Okay. Because it's a present particle. Now the problem is this sentence is actually, you have this uppajjamāno, uppajjati. If uppajjamāno is arising, uppajjati is arises. Okay, so it's like two words happen here, but it translates only with present tense. You can see it's translated only as arises. Okay, so this means that it doesn't care whether it's present participle, so it just translate as a present tense here. Okay. Now, so just remember it translate in this way because this is the pattern they do it Pali. So just this is a subject here. So we just take it as a subject. And then I put in different color for you all to follow easier. Right? So, okay. All right. So even though uppajjamāno, uppajjati, we just translate word with the word arises. So there's one person, the subject here, arises in the world. All right. Now the dative here, right? For the hum. So how many dative here you have? 1, 2. Right. Yeah, many dative. Okay, so I just put the dative as another color. Cannot see it. Okay. And then maybe just highlight here. Okay. So all these are dative, right? Because you can see from the ya here. So the suffix ya is very obvious here. Ya. Okay. All these are dative here. So bahujana ahitāya, bahujanāsukhāya. You will find this sentence in Pali many times. So it's good for you to learn now. So bahujanassa, anatthāya, ahitāya, dukkhāya, devamanussānaṃ. All right. So this is a dative singular. So bahujanāsukhāya is also dative singular. Yeah. So anatthāya is also dative singular. Ahitāya is also dative singular. Dukkhāya is also dative singular. All right. Now, if you want to be detailed, you have to find out hita is which gender. Is it masculine, neuter? I think normally it's a neuter one. So let's find out. Hita is normally a blessing, good benefits, well, something good. Hita is a neuter. So you can put it's a neuter here. Sukha definitely I think is a masculine or neuter. I think yeah, it's a neuter. Sukha, yeah, it's a neuter. Right. So neuter. So then anatthāya. So anatthāya, you have to find the word atta. All right. So it's a na plus atta. So na atta become anatthāya. So it's actually from the word na plus atta. All right. So what is the gender? So you have to find the yang. It's masculine here. But according to Burmese, you can see the Burmese here. The Burmese explain this as a pu. Pu means purisa. Purisa means a masculine. Na is a neuter. So according to Burmese, it can be two gender. According to concise dictionary, it's a masculine here. Right? According to Pali dictionary, okay, it's not mentioned. Okay, so we take it as a masculine. Right? So hita already mentioned. So hita just now. Sukha is dukkha. So it's a neuter. So if you write like this, so all the Pali grammar is very clear. All right. So Ekapuggalo. All right. One person. Loke is a place, is a masculine, located singular, uppajjāno, uppajjati. So bahujanāhitāya, bahujanāhitāya, bahujanāsukhāya, bahuno janassa anatthāya, ahitāya, dukkhāya, devamanussānaṃ. So we have these two words, bahuno janassa. So it's a genitive singular. And jana is a, so you just have to check the dictionary until you can learn. So it's a, yeah, it's a masculine. So, yeah. And then the devamanussāna, right? So devamanussāna is definitely anam. The suffix, you can see the declension. Nam is a genitive. So it's a devamanussāna. Manussā is a human, should be masculine. The masculine genitive plural. So it's not singular, it's plural here. Devamanussāna. Okay, it's very obvious if you look at the of many people. Of means of its genitive, right? Of devas and humans. So you can see the translation, this is a genitive plural. So devamanussānaṃ, of devas. So maybe in the word deva, you can use the word deities, you know. So of deities and of human beings. So this is to represent this word. So maybe we can use underline sometimes. Easy. So okay, devamanussāna. So genitive is an added word here, okay? Because even without the genitive of the devas and humans, the sentence is still okay by itself. Yeah. All right. So any question up to here?
So how do we have two A's meeting together? Bahujanāsukhāya, ahitāya. How are two vowels meeting together?
Two what?
The two vowels meeting together. I
Two
say
vowels?
the jana and
Bahuno janassa.
bahujana ahitāya, bahujanāsukhāya.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You are talking about this right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The two are.
Okay. So we look at this because it's a bahujanāhitāya. Okay. So bahujanāhitāya. So if you want to divide them, so you can copy from this one. So if you want to break into the sentence, so you can put a bahujanassa ahitāya. Okay. So if you want to break it into the different parts of the words. So bahuno janassa ahitāya. So they make it short, bahujanāhitāya. All right. Can you follow me? Okay, so let us check if this sentence, this word is very common in Bali. So what we do is I'll show you the software that I always use. This is called Android Tipitaka. You can download from your Play Store. So I can do a search here. So I just find this sentence. Each sentence, I do a search for all the Tipitaka. You can see we found in the 15, 16. Okay. All right. Okay. So what we do is, it is showing the another form. All right. So okay, let's see this one. Bahujano, loke uppajjati, bahujanāhitāya. All right. So the form shown here in this sentence is this one. Bahujanāhitāya. Right. Okay. So yeah. So maybe we can put another form according to this shown in this viparītadassano. So we can put it as another form. Okay. Bahujanāhitāya, bahujanāsukhāya. Okay. Okay. Brother, okay. Yeah, okay. So the form shown in the Tipitaka is this way, all right? So yeah, I think when I copy, maybe I copy something wrong, you know? Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the right form, okay? Ekapuggalo, bhikkhave, loke, uppajjamāno, uppajjati, bahujanāhitāya, bahujanāsukhāya. All right, yes, okay, right. Okay, yes. So the form show it this way. Okay, correct. So we better change it. So we follow the Tipitaka. I think maybe I copy wrongly. Don't know why. Okay. Okay. All right. That is okay already. Okay. Anything more about this sentence?
Sayadaw.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just you know, you asked us to check this in the Pali Made Easy number 85, Gacchati, where you have Gacchanti, Gacchāmana, and what do you call it? Gacchana. So how do you know which one to use, Sayadaw?
Which one to use? It also depends on the when we let's say if somebody give you a homework for you to change the Gacchati to a present particle, you can write the answer. These three forms, you can write all of them because they are all right, you know. But when like just now the what Gaccamāno, uppajjati. So you can do a search if you know how to do a search in Tipitaka like just now. You know, you do a search here and you find out the most common form used in the Pali. For example, the word let's see. I'm going to copy the just now the text. So let's say uppajjamāno. Okay, I want to check is this form is a very common in Pali. So I just do a search here. So let's see. So you find is a what? 140. So they show that this is a very common form, you know. All right. So another one is okay. So another one, let's say I'm not going to use this form, I'm going to use this anta. Okay. So you can see this happen lots of things. And 1385. But maybe just now the first one what we do the mano, you don't put the final 8. So we just find the uppajjamāna. Okay, just we see how many things we can find. All right. So you can find is how many? 508 for this uppajjamāna. Okay, because there will be some form like uppajjamānaso, uppajjamāne, uppajjamānassa. All right, uppajjamāna. All right. So it's 508. And just now we try again this one anta. So you can see this happen even more. How many? 1385. Okay. All right. So anyway, just you can check if you want, if you're interested to check. So there's another form. What?
Uppajjana.
Uppajjana. Alright. We just don't put it. Say just don't just do it now. I think this is not common form. Uppajjana. Uppajjana. Yeah. Jana. Right?
Yeah, uppajjana.
It's 0. This means that it's not common at all. All right. So I think that just how uppajjamāna uppajjan is more common. So this is not common. All right. But this is a very common one. I remember this word is we always see. Yeah. So this you can take it as common, right? So it depends how you do a search. All right. Okay. So if you can do it as homework. You just do a search in the Tipitaka. All right. Okay. Now, okay. So yeah, we find out the form. So any questions? So if no, we just continue, right? So all right. So we go back to this one. Katamo Ekapuggalo. So just copy and. No. This is very easy. Okay, Katamo. Katamo is a question here. Katamo. Who is that person? Ekapuggalo. So okay, Micchādiṭṭhiko hoti. Viparītadassano. All right. Now, this is a very short sentence, but you can see the subject because the O sound. All right. Always look at it. Very simple. You know it's a subject or something to do with subject because of the O sound. All right. So hoti is translated with the it is. It is. All right. So Micchādiṭṭhi. All right. So Micchādiṭṭhi. Just the last year I already explained to you. So this is a second derivative. So we can go and break down the word. Miccha plus Ditti plus Ka. All right. So Micchādiṭṭhika. Miccha is a wrong. Ditti is a wrong view. Ka is represent somebody who holds a wrong view. So it's a viparītadassano or second derivative. Secondary.
Yes.
Okay. Right, secondary derivative. Okay. So viparīta is incorrect, right? Dassano. That's not a perspective. Dassana is also one of the things you always see in Pali. All right. So what you do is dassana. Dassana. So when you search, you don't ignore all the declension, you just do it. So you got dassana. Dassana is seeing, right? Sight, intuition, insight, appearance. So it can mean appearance, but sometimes it might to do with like janassa, you know. You can see this word in one of the famous, okay, janassa. It's one of the famous one, okay. The seven purification. Janassa, knowing and seeing. Okay. Here it translates as a perspective, right? So incorrect. This is a one translation, right? One who has incorrect perspective. So viparīta, maybe we can find another way of translation. Viparīta, all right. Reverse, change, wrong. So in Chinese, they call it 颠倒. 颠倒 means opposite way. So it's a very good way of explaining reverse. Means that somebody see in a other way, because if dassana is seeing. So sometimes if another way is we call it reverse seeing. Means they see in a wrong way. So that's why you call it the incorrect perspective, right? Because when somebody has the wrong view, the way he sees some things, for example, we say everything is anicca, dukkha, anatta, he will see is opposite way. Okay. So this sentence is easy. So then, so bahujanaṃ saddhammā. I think the rest are repeated, all right? So Ayaṃ bhikkhave. Okay, this sentence, the rest are repeated, all right? So anything you want to ask? Okay, I think this is enough. All right, so today we just focus on this mana, all right? Just a small kind of brief touch and go, because I'm not going to do the grammar in detail. So when come to this Pali, we had this mana, so we just look at it. And then just now the main thing is this tua or itua, all right? I'll send the notes to you, these notes later. So if you manage to write down, so you can study later, all right? Okay, I think that's enough for today. Any question? Okay. All right. So no question, we will stop. All right. This for you all beginners, the grammar may be quite heavy, but it's okay. Just remember, Pali is sometimes if you can learn together with English is easy. Like let's say if you remember in English there's a present particle like waiting, going, or this ing. So in Pali there will be mana, anta, or ana. So there's three suffixes, and twa is a gerund talking about something happens, sequential action, something happen first, something happen later, or something two action happen at the same time, simultaneous actions. All right. So if you can take it in this way, also can. All right. Any other question? Okay. So we just doing the normal sharing of merits. Maybe on the sharing merits, I want to talk about some of the Pali, some of the Pali things we always see. Yeah. So let me find the things. Okay, so I'm going to open my chanting book. So let me find some of the grammar there also. Okay, I'll share my screen now. So. Okay, so you see this idam, this, right? No, our, right? Nyati is dative. Nam is a here dative. Go to Sukhita. Here as a idam no nyati na hotu. To our dative. But nam you can take it as a dative or genitive. You also can. Hoto. Sukhita. All right. This ta suffix. So last week we talking about secondary derivative. You see this ta. All right. Ta is one of the sukha is happy. Sukhita. So happy. All right. So let's check the sukhita. Sukhita is a past participle here. All right. Sukhita. Sukhe. Okay. Hontu nyatayo. All right. So I was thinking about there's some grammar. Yeah. Okay. Now I come to this one. All right. So anomoditua. All right. Do you see this anomoditua? All right. You see this tua when you do this chanting. So akasata. Akasa is a space. Ta is a kind of like staying or dwelling or inhabiting. Buma is the earth. Ta is the dwelling, standing, existing in the earth. Those means that all the beings, space and earth. Deva means deities, devas. Naga means naga. Mahidika. Ika, you can see this word Mahidika, right? So we look at this Mahidika again. Okay, Mahidika. So Mahata iti. All right. Mahidika means Maha is great, powerful, ed, and suffix is ka. All right. So ka is also one of the secondary derivative. So means maha, great, ed, psychic power or strong power. Ka is possessing. All right. So you can see the secondary derivative here. So punyam, married, present tense. No, it's a singular here. Tam, anumoditva. All right. So I want to talk about this twa here. All right. You can see this. We already learned this twa. All right. So that's why it's translated as a having share. Right, this married, or if you want to put, you put the present is married, right? Chiram, long time. Rakantu, tu, suffix tu, you learned before, okay? Tu and tu hitamima, all right? So it's the imperative mode, all right? So mede, rakantu. Rakantu, you know, is it's an imperative third person plural, right? Why is plural? Because it's talking about all these things all these are in plural, all right? So the deva is not one deva, so many devas, many nagas who have great power. They inhabit, means they stay in the sky or stay in the earth. So may they share, may they anumoditva, rejoice on this merit. So may they rakantu, may they protect the sasana. Okay, so this one of the twa you can see here. So these are twa here. Okay. All right. So you can see another one is the, okay, samijatu. Samijatu is also imperative here. And then raja bawatu. Bawatu is also imperative. Damiko. Damiko is a dhamma plus ika, right? Damiko means one who has dhamma or one who is righteous. Damika. Damika is one of the common words in Pali. Dhamma. Dhamma plus ika. Okay, so ika is also secondary derivative. So Dhammika. So one of the very faithful devotees, his name is Dhammika. Okay, so just a short sharing on this. Okay, so we'll do the sharing. Okay. Imano punya bagam sabha satanam dema. Imano punya bagam sabha satanam dema. Imano punya bagam sabha satanam dema. Idano yatina hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idam no yatina hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idam no yatina hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Udame udaka uttam adanina pawatati. Ewa mewa ido dina petana upakapatu. Yada wari waha pura paripuranti sagaram. Ewa mewa ido dinam petana upakapatu. Akasata jabumata devanaga mahitika. Punyantam anumoditva chirarakantu sasanam. Akasata jabumata devanaga mahitika. Punyantam anumoditva chirarakantu desanam. Akasata jabumata devanaga mahitika. Punyantam anumoditva chirarakantu mamparanti. Arurarogya sampati saga sampati mevacha adonibana sampati imena dem samijatu dewa vasantu kayena sasa sampati hotu cha pitu bhavatu loko cha raja bhavatu dhammiko. Adayimaya patipadaya jaramaranamma parimuchisami idame punyam asawakaya waham hotu idame punyam nibbana sapachayo hotu idame silam nagapalayana sapachayo hotu. Imena punya kamena mame bala samagamo satan samagamo hotu yava nibbana patiya Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.